Alright guys, so it looks like we have a final verdict on the Modern Warfare major overhaul, the big update that we were supposed to be getting, or at least we thought we were getting, with the minimap returning and all of these huge changes that people were talking about. This is not going to happen. The Infinity Ward developer Joe Seacott confirmed today. And we're going to go through exactly what is going on here, this controversy. Did they lie to us? Why are the fans mad? What is going on here? There's just so much stuff going on that we have to cover. I'm going to start off with this very quickly here. Infinity Ward developer says people have sent messages on Reddit with death threats and about my children dying horrible deaths. So pretty much with this situation here, and any situation, especially involving a video game, it's not that important. Who cares enough to send people death threats like that? Do you care that much? I mean, even if you're really angry and you think Infinity Ward lied to you and you want this major overhaul, that doesn't justify being so hateful for no reason, but it doesn't mean you can't criticize Infinity Ward. So let's go through the situation here. So Infinity Ward developer says rumors by the Game Revolution claiming that there would be an overhaul to Modern Warfare was a fake statement to get attention. Now, before we go into that, let's look at his original tweet here. So he was responding to someone, and the guy was cursing at Joe too. He was saying like, where is the effing overhaul? You guys suck, this and that. That was already a bad start. And then Joe replied, overhaul was a fake statement to get attention. We are constantly updating the game at least once a week, sometimes twice. Season 1 incoming, also buy. So here's the thing. They're updating the game a lot. They're working hard. I have respect for them. I mean, it's probably so stressful for them to really, live up to people's standards to make a perfect Call of Duty. There's so much they're working on and trying to make, a great game, and I understand all of that. But here's the problem with him saying it was a fake statement to get attention. For one, I don't know that. He doesn't know that as well, but if you just look at the prior history for the Game Revolution, he accurately leaked the entirety of Modern Warfare. I mean, that's just a fact, and so many people were replying to the tweets and his replies and saying like, oh, the Game Revolution, I don't think he just faked the statement for no reason. I mean, obviously the Game Revolution is going to say he didn't fake it, but everyone else is agreeing. Here's just a tweet I just remembered. I doubt it's fake. The Game Revolution got so much information accurate. The campaign mission, Child in the Embassy, Butcher's Wife, the ending, Cargo and Gulag being gunfight maps, and so much more. This guy definitely isn't just faking information. The Game Revolution is just a guy that's listening to a source at Infinity Ward and bringing us the information. I mean, the Game Revolution isn't doing more than that. He's talking to the source, he's listening and trusting what the source is saying, and he's bringing the information to us. That's it. And there's no real reason for the Game Revolution to say that, oh, there's going to be an overhaul coming. He has no real reason to do that. And maybe he did fake it, but I really don't think so. There's no reason for him. I think in this situation, his source either was wrong or they decided to scrap the overhaul. That's as simple as that. Here's another issue with this. Ashton Williams literally tweeted out last week, finalizing notes for the big update, in parentheses, you guys keep asking about. Some emoji there. Notes are a little over 2 pages long. Lots of good stuff in here. Obviously, it doesn't confirm the major overhaul, but the big update everyone was asking about was clearly the overhaul that was also being talked about during that same time frame in which she tweeted that. There's no way, like, these people, Infinity Ward, and again, I'm not hating on them, I have respect for them, but they're on Twitter, they're on Reddit a lot. They know what people are talking about. They definitely knew that the Game Revolution tweeted out that there's going to be an overhaul coming, and it's going to have these changes, it's going to be the end of November, whatever he originally said. They know that people were talking about that. So why would Ashton Williams tweet that out and then not expect people to think that the overhaul was now coming? It just doesn't make any sense. Ashton Williams, maybe she meant a different big update. I guess that's what she meant. She meant their own, big update that's not the overhaul. But she should have known that people are going to think it's the major overhaul that people were talking about. And if they didn't want people to think that, they should have clarified and said it's not the major overhaul that was leaked, and they should have flat out said whatever the major overhaul was, this fake, leak, whatever, it's not real, it's not true, it's not happening. They should have said that originally if they saw all these people talking about it for the past month, because like I said, again, Infinity Ward, they're on Reddit, they're on Twitter, they know what's going on, and I feel like they really messed up here in this situation. My final point for this controversy pretty much is summed up in this tweet. Unfortunately, this time it was a real bummer because some of the mentioned changes the community actually really wanted. So the traditional minimap returning, cycling kill streaks, dead silence as a perk, changes to ghosts, changes to the lines of sight on the map, different stuff like that. People really wanted to see that. At least a large portion of the people that played Modern Warfare really wanted to see these changes, and we're excited about this major overhaul. And then for Infinity Ward to shoot it down, it sucks. Like again, it's not a big deal, and we'll just have to play Modern Warfare. It's still a relatively fun game. It's not the best Call of Duty, but what we were saying and what the community was saying, and I hope Infinity Ward understands this, is that the overhaul would have brought, at least in our eyes, a couple of those changes to really make this a top tier Call of Duty. And the fact that it's not coming actually sort of sucks. So again, whether or not it was a fake statement, whether or not it was a leak and then they decided to scrap it, whether or not Infinity Ward never planned on doing it at all, it really doesn't matter at this point. I think the main point is that it should have still happened regardless of where the information came from, if it was leaked, if it wasn't leaked. I feel like bringing the minimap back, I know it's not part of why they made the game, and different stuff like the map design, they made the game for a reason, but changing a little bit of that stuff is what a lot of people wanted. I would even say a majority of people wanted these changes. Not everyone. I see the comments. I know a lot of you guys like the fact that there's no full-on minimap and like the maps and whatever. I know there's people that like everything, but these changes would have been pretty good for the community, and they're not going to happen, at least as of now. So I don't know, it sort of sucks, but like I said again, doesn't justify giving people death threats and yelling at them, being angry and mean. You're not going to get anything out of that, obviously. But at the same token, it does suck that Infinity Ward is sort of just completely shutting out the community to some extent and not really understanding why we're saying this stuff and what changes we want. And it's not like they're major changes, they're pretty minor changes, but it seems like they just, I don't know, they want to do what they want to do and they don't really want to listen to everyone. I don't know. I don't want to say that because they are listening to the community, they are making changes. I don't know, I just get the vibe that that's the case, and I don't want to have that vibe. I want to be able to think that Infinity Ward is listening to us, they want to make the best game for the community, and I don't know, hopefully this just gets better, because right now there's a lot of tension between the community and Infinity Ward, and it sucks, but that's just the way it is, so I'm going to talk about it, and we'll see what happens. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.